the salat, the istighatha to Fatima alayhi salam. Even with that, when you read the text, it says, ask and Allah will provide for you. Yani we don't actually have the belief that they've been given a power to provide for you. So your comparison is not even correct. And
No,
by the way,
Ali, look, bro, listen. I don't know if Anas, if you're there, if you can pin the video of Mujaddisi with his Rub al Khali story. Ali,
I
even
am
these people.
here. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, if you could pin that. So Ali, this is I'm
Camel, can
surprised.
I just say one quick thing and
Oh,
then I'll
hold on
let
a
you.
sec, Ali. I'm
I'll let you.
surprised that you're denying this. Like it's almost like saying you're denying that there's clouds in the sky. Like anybody can go on Twitter, anybody can go on YouTube, anybody can pick up the books, and they'll see that these clerics, these people with turbans on their heads, like Mujaddisi today, are saying they actually explicitly say don't call upon Allah, call upon the 12th Imam.
Yeah,
And I'll
there
give you
is one bit, actually, Kamal, apologies, just for context, what Kamal is talking about. And yeah, I pinned the video. There's multiple issues with what Mudarris said, like making up stories. But yeah, you're definitely right, actually, Kamal. At one point in the story, where it's talking about how the Shia that are supposedly on their way to Hajj, they go to Rub al Khali, which is the empty quarter, and then they, I think they get lost or something like that, and they're in dire needs. And basically, this turban head, Shaitan, says, oh, instead of calling upon Allah Azza wa Jal in their dire needs, like how the mushriks, like Allah Azza wa Jal, subhanallah, you know, Akhi Ali, in the Quran, Allah Azza wa Jal talks about the mushriks of Quraysh, that how they, when they are in danger, they will remember Allah Azza wa Jal when they're on a boat, and when they get back to the land, they go back to their shirk. But this man here is telling you, rather than in your time of need, to turn back to your Creator, the one who hears all and answers all. He says, call upon the Imam, make a grave and call upon the Imam, turn your hand towards the Imam. Anyway, come on, carry on.
Yeah, so that's the simple point, Ali, and I don't see it worthwhile to try to deny that. Like this is common knowledge.
I haven't seen what this Sayyid has to say, to be honest, yani, so I can't really comment on it. But why are
Yeah,
you
but
basing our beliefs on someone's statement? Yani, what
Ali, bro,
random guy, yani, is making a
Ali,
statement when
Ali, we live in 2022. Like
you've got the words
in a couple,
of the scholars to use instead. Yani,
Ali,
I don't
in
understand.
2 days, Ali, in 2 days it's going to be 2022. We have the internet. We have like public information. All this stuff is known. Like it's we don't live in a world anymore where you can just deny what people say, what people believe. Like when you pick up a video of hundreds of people in the streets of Karbala saying Ali created 1,000 Allahs, or you have the big turban heads from Qum saying to walk on fire and beat yourself, or you have the Mudaddisi saying at the times of most dire needs, explicitly saying don't ask Allah, ask the 12th Imam. This is this is this is the common belief, man. He's not. These aren't guys like on Clubhouse like you and
Camel,
me that are
and you
like
have
nobodies.
people,
These are
you
like the
have
big guys, man.
no, they're not the big guys, and you have people refuting them as well, and people
Can you give an
disagreeing with them.
example?
You put that video up. I showed you that there's 400 comments, and everyone is
No,
literally
Ali.
disagreeing with them, and
Ali, can I
they're
ask you
putting
something?
narrations up from the imams that show the biggest. Yeah, I think it's the second comment on there.
I'll tell
It's
you why
like,
it's not. I'll tell you why it's not true. Ali, do you take like the Usuli position? You believe it's wajib to follow a marja?
God, yeah, it's a completely different.
No, it's not. It's not a topic.
We're just jumping. Yeah,
I
no,
promise
because
you.
we didn't finish. You brought that whole example of
No, no, because
Hindus
you
and
said
what.
people have refuted them. I'm
Uh,
trying to answer that.
okay, okay,
Do you believe this, that you have to follow marja?
yes,
Okay, and you only follow a marja that's alive, and you can't follow one that's passed. I'm sure, okay. You'll
yeah,
believe
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Can you give a
yeah.
no problem? Can you give a marja right now, off the top of your head, that's alive, Sistani, etc., that has said that you shouldn't call upon the 12th Imam for your needs? Just one. Or you shouldn't walk on fire, or you shouldn't beat yourself, or something like this. Just one, off the top of your head.
Okay. I think I did mention this at the start when I joined, that you even have, Sadiq Shirazi, right? So some people will call him extreme, in his beliefs.
Shirazi, the one that encourages people to curse the Sahaba and the wives of the Prophet.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, people would consider him to be the most extreme, and even he says, these acts that you
Can you
do,
can you give it to me? Can you show it to me?
Listen, let me finish what he said, because he can't come out every day and do a fatwa against
No.
fire
Can you give us
walking.
fatwa? Or can you give it to me?
Yes, inshallah, I'll pull it out and send it to you. It's very simple what he says. He says anything which is tarnishing the image of Islam shouldn't be done. This is the
Bro,
fatwa he.
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We live in a. This is what I'm saying. We live in 2022 now. You can't hide this stuff anymore. Like
Okay.
when you
Yes.
when you try to
And I'm
deny that
saying
they're
to you,
saying
these
this,
you can't expect these maraja to come out every day and say, okay, you know what, walking on
Ali.
fire is not allowed. Smashing a pot on your head is not allowed.
Yeah,
Uh,
they actually encourage this. Ali, listen. This is the point.
no one encourages that.
Bro, look. Unlike you, I'm actually going to give evidence. So I'm going to right now put some marajas and qom, some ayatollahs and qom that say you should walk on fire. I'll put it for you right now so you can see it. Give me 1 sec. Like I'm not making stuff up, man. So here's the point, Ali. We live in 2022, right? We live in a world now where you have the internet, where people are connected. They can listen to what other people are saying. They can read books. Like all of these books, Wasa'il al-Shi'a al-Kafi, Man La Yahduru Faqih, all these books are online now. And anybody can pick them up and can read them. Like we live in this world today. So it's not useful. We don't live in this time where you can just deny, oh, we don't believe this, we don't believe it. All this information is available now.
Camel, I know there's obviously even between the Shia, there's a disagreement on the limit of what you can do, because if you look at the narrations we have on from the Imams, what they say on this, the person asked them, what can we do for Hussein alayhi salam, and
Uh-huh.
they give examples, like, because Arabs back then, they would either slap their face or rip their clothes. That's what's reached us. No Imam has come out and said, walk on fire or hit your head with a sword or anything like that. So
No,
that's
bro.
people's ijtihad. They've said, okay, because he said you
Okay,
can do that, and people mourn in different ways.
okay.
Like, so
Ali, I pinned the link for
maybe
you.
this is allowed. But you've got different opinions on it.
No,
Not everyone
yeah,
agrees on it.
bro. Ali, I know there's. Believe me, I know there's different opinions. Here's the thing. I linked for you here uh, some ayatollahs in Qum saying it's recommended to walk on fire and beat yourself and slash yourself with a sword. So here's
Yeah.
the evidence for you. It's in
Okay,
the link
great.
above.
Yeah,
Now,
great. Okay, so
no.
there's a market
One
that
sec,
agrees
Ali.
with that approach, and
One
so what?
second. Do you think that this is something that is a valid difference of opinion? Like whether or not to kiss a horse's behind, like Zuljana, or to walk on fire, to throw your grandpa in a pit of fire. Like, is this something that there should be valid difference of opinion about?
Yes, why? Yeah. So maybe I'm not
Did you say
understanding your
yes?
question. Yeah, yeah.
Come on, Ali.
What? I didn't
Really?
understand your
You
question.
think?
Sorry. What is your question? Are you saying it's?
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Just
Okay,
repeat it if you can.
okay, Ali. I can bring you right now videos of a guy shooting himself in the name of Ali. So he's saying Ali, 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 and he gets a pistol and he shoots himself in the stomach. I can show you a video now of some people throwing their grandpa into a pit of fire. Hussein, 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 and they chuck their grandpa into a pit of fire.
I
I can
think that
show
was an
you.
accident, to be fair, But
Okay,
anyway.
I mean, look, I don't know what a pit of fire is doing in front of a guy while they're heaving him back and forth. Like, you could explain that to me later.
No,
Third one.
I don't do
One
that
sec, one
stuff,
sec.
That's the
I can
point.
bring you a
So,
video now of Shias in Pakistan kissing a horse's behind and rubbing its hooves for barakah. Like I can show all of this to you, no problem. And on top of that, I can give you the marajas like I did in the link above, saying that these things are good and recommended. What I'm simply saying is this really a valid ikhtilaf? Do you really think that it's valid to have an ikhtilaf over things like this?
yeah, why not? Why can't you have an ikhtilaf on it? I don't understand.
Bro,
Do you want us to all agree on it or not?
yes, I want you all to come together and say we shouldn't chuck our grandpa into a pit of fire. I want you all to
How
come
can we
together and say we
control what
shouldn't
other
kiss a
people
horse's
do, though?
backside.
Wait. How can we control what other people? You're asking me to do something that's impossible? I've got the stance
I'm
to
not
say,
asking you. I'm
yeah,
not asking you. You know
okay,
whose responsibility it is, Ali.
my friend. Look, we can't even make
You-
people
uh,
agree on one day for Eid, and you want
no,
them
I can.
to agree
Easy,
on this?
easy, easy.
Yeah.
You know whose responsibility it is. It's the responsibility of people that you make wajib doing taqlid of. People like the guy in the video. Is now here's the thing: is there a reason why he's saying you should go walk on fire? Really? Like he's literally encouraging people to go walk on fire. Like, well, Ali, I'm not speaking to you at like a highly intellectual level or anything. I'm just speaking like at a normal, like, fitri level. Like, nobody's fitra is okay with this stuff, man.